What famous composers would play in a bluegrass band? Bach plays guitar. He's a fantastic rhythm player, he can flat pick, but what will really blow you away is when he does some Chet Atkins fingerstyle stuff and he brings in some counter melody. He is 100% a worship leader. He writes his own gospel music. He put out a couple albums, but they didn't really take off until a couple years after his death when there was a folk revival and he was finally discovered. Beethoven plays the mandolin. He has a really powerful chop, and he has to because he can have a little bit of trouble hearing himself over the louder instruments. Sometimes he can have a bad attitude, which makes sense because a lot of people don't even know what his instrument is. He actually did compose for the mandolin. Mozart plays the fiddle. His parents homeschooled him so they could take him to every bluegrass festival, which has made him a little bit quirky, but he does have a knack for writing memorable melodies with a lot of color that the fiddle can provide really well. Many of you would think that Paganini would play the fiddle. He was also a master of the mandolin and the guitar, and I don't think he would play any of those. He would play the banjo, and here's why. It's powerful, it's fast, and there's a lot of room for him to develop new techniques. He would also write a lot of banjo instrumentals, but they would be a lot less about the music and a lot more about showing off his technical capabilities. Haydn would play the bass. He was in high demand during his lifetime, but his legacy doesn't carry as much weight as the other names on this list. People do tend to zone out during his solos, but he will get their attention back with a surprise symphony of slap bass. He did write a bass concerto, but everything except the first two measures have been lost.